Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video lecture, we are going to solve questions from PSR, PET, that is point of safe return, point of no return chapters in Keith Williams Gen Math book. Let's begin with question number 81. How far can the aeroplane fly out from its base and return in 1 hour when flying at a task of 350 knots on a track of 090, wind 045 at 50? Okay, so this is your point A, point B. You're flying from point A to point B. There is a point of safe return here. Now track AB is 090, track BA is 270. The winds are coming from 045 degrees at 50 knots. Okay, 045 degree at 50 knots. Task is 350. This is your aircraft, and here is the second aircraft. So task is 350, both the cases. Now we will find outbound ground speed and homebound ground speed using CX3. Outbound ground speed 313 knots. Next, homebound ground speed will be what? Again, all the data remains the same except the course. So the true airspeed is 350. Course is homebound course is 270. So this gives us a ground speed of 383.57. Let's say 384 knots. Now, what is the distance to the point of safe return? The distance to the point of safe return is endurance into outbound into homebound divided by outbound plus homebound. So 1 into 313 into 384 divided by 313 plus 384. Okay. So 313 plus 384 is 697. Numerator 313 into 384, 120,192. This gives us a value of 172 nautical miles. So option Bravo. Next, 82. For a distance of 2100 miles between Q and R, outbound ground speed 365, homebound ground speed 435, endurance 8 hours. What is the distance to the point of safe return? So distance to the point of safe return is endurance into outbound into homebound divided by outbound plus homebound. Endurance 8 into 365 into 435 divided by 365 plus 435. So 365 plus 435, the denominator 8 into 365 into 435 is 1270200. So distance to point of safe return will be 1587.75. So that is 1588 nautical miles. Option alpha. 83. A and B are 1300 miles apart. Task 485 on the flight from A to B. Headwind is minus 20. On the return leg B to A, headwind is plus 40, means you are getting a tailwind. What is the distance from A that the point of equal time is located? So distance to point of equal time. So let's say this is your point A, this is your point B. Here is your critical point. This is your aircraft. This is the second aircraft here. Task. The true airspeed 485. On the outbound leg, you have headwind of minus 20. The inbound leg, you have a tailwind of plus 40. So outbound ground speed will be 485 minus 20, 465. Homebound ground speed will be TAS plus 40. So 485 plus 40, 525. Now, distance to critical point will be DH upon O plus H. So D, 1300, H 525, divided by 525 plus 465 is equal to 682, 500. That is 689 nautical miles. So distance to critical point is 689 or 690 nautical miles. 84. Airplane is flying at a task of 345 on a track of 090, wind 045 degree at 50 knots. How far can the airplane fly out from its base and return in 1 hour? So again, this is point A, this is point B, this is your critical point, or correction, this is your point of safe return. Here is your aircraft at A flying outbound, and here is another aircraft at point of safe return flying homebound. Okay, so task is 345, 345, 345. Track is 090. So outbound track is 090. Homebound track is 270. Winds 045 at 50. Winds 045 at 50. So let's use CX3. Task 345. Outbound course 90 degree. 50 knots at 45 degree. So ground speed is 308 knots. Okay. So outbound ground speed is 308 knots. Homebound ground speed is 345 270. Homebound ground speed is, make sure the homebound course 270 is inserted. So 378.5, that is 379. Okay. Now distance to point of safe return equals to endurance into outbound into homebound divided by outbound plus homebound. So endurance is going to be 1. So 1 into 308 into 379 divided by 308 plus 379. So 308 plus 379 is 687. Numerator 308 into 379, 116,732 is 170 nautical miles. Okay. So correct answer here is option alpha. Next, 85. Distance A to B 2600, outbound speed 395, homebound speed 480. What is the time to the point of equal time? So distance to the point of equal time is DH, O plus H. So what is B? It is 2600. Homebound speed is 480. Divide by 480 plus 395. That is 875. 1600 into 480. 1248000. Divide by 875. 1426. 1426 nautical miles. Time to critical point is distance to critical point divided by outbound. 1426 divided by 395 is 3 hours 36 minutes. That is 217 minutes. Okay, so option Bravo. 86. Again, similar question. We have to find the time to the point of safe return this time. So distance to the point of safe return is endurance into outbound into homebound divided by outbound plus homebound. What is endurance? 8.5, 420, 480, 420 plus 480. 20 plus 480 is 900. 8.5 into 420 into 480, 1713600. The distance to point of safe return will be 1904 nautical miles. So time to the point of safe return is distance to the point of safe return divided by outbound speed. So 1904 divided by 420. 4 hours 32 minutes multiplied by 60 is 272 minutes. So option alpha. 87. Aircraft was over A at 1600 flying directly to B. Bravo. Distance between Alpha and Bravo 2900. Task 450. Wind component on the outbound leg a tailwind of 55. Wind component on the inbound leg a headwind of minus 75. What is the estimated time of arrival at point of equal time? So this is your point A, point B. Okay? This is your critical point. Aircraft is at point A, aircraft is at point critical point. Okay. Now A to B a tailwind of plus 55. B to a headwind of minus 75. A headwind of minus 75. Okay. And at A the timing is 1600. The distance between A and B 2900. Distance to critical point equals to DHO plus H. So 2900 multiplied by. Now, the true airspeed of your aircraft is what? It is 450. So outbound speed will be TAS plus tailwind. So 450 plus 55, 505. Homebound speed will be what? TAS 450 minus headwind. So 450 minus 75, 375. So let's substitute the values here. 375 divide by 375 plus 505. So 880 in the denominator. 2900 into 375 is 1087500. So 1235.7 or 1236. Okay. What is the time to the critical point? It is distance to critical point divided by outbound speed. So 1236 divided by 505. 2 hours 26 minutes. So the arrival time at point of equal time will be 16 hours plus 2 hours 26 minutes. That is 18 hours 26 minutes. Okay. So 18 hours 26 is delta. 18 hours 27 is the closest option. Next. Aircraft was over A at 1600, flying directly to B, distance between them 3000, task 390, outbound component a tailwind of 55, homebound wind component a headwind of 75, endurance 9.5, what is the distance to the point of safe return? So, this is your point A, this is your point B, this is your point of no return, here is your aircraft, task is 390. So here the task is 390. Outbound wind component plus 55. Inbound wind component, a headwind of minus 75. So outbound ground speed will be task plus tailwind. So 390 plus 55, 445. Inbound wind component will be task 390 minus 75, that is 350. So the distance to the point of safe return is endurance into outbound into homebound divided by outbound plus homebound. So what is endurance? 9.5 into 445 into 315. 445 plus 315, that is 760. In the numerator we have 9.5 into 445 into 315. So 1331662 divided by 760, 1752. 1752 nautical miles. So option Bravo. Next, distance given, outbound speed, homebound speed given, time from point A to the point of equal time. So first, distance to the critical point DH, O plus H, 2700 into 515 divided by 515 plus 465, 980 in the denominator, numerator 2700 into 515, 1390500. So divide by 980 is 1418.8. Let's say 1419 nautical miles. Time to critical point will be distance to critical point divided by outbound speed. So 1419 divided by 465. 3 hours 3 minutes to 60, 183 minutes. Okay? So the correct answer is alpha. Next, 90. Distance A to B 2600, outbound speed, homebound speed given, endurance is given. What is the distance to the point of safe return? So distance to the point of safe return is endurance into outbound into homebound divided by outbound plus homebound. So 8.5 into 380 into 475, 855. 1534250. Distance to point of safe return is 1794. Okay? So 1794 nautical miles. So option Bravo. So this concludes the lecture. I hope you have find it useful. You have learned something new today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment box. All the best. In the next video lecture, I will solve the next 10 questions. So let's meet there.